I almost forfeited my assignment because I was operating under the spirit of comparison. I had frustration and anger towards my husband because I felt like majority of the responsibility with the children fell on me. Majority of the responsibility around the house fell on me. God reminded me of a few things because I started to have this vision, and this is how God talks to me. I don't know how he talks to you, but this is how he talks to me. He talks to me in visions because I'm a visionary. And he showed me this vision of me sitting around these wives, and it was this man who was like at the head of the table. It was like he was the moderator of this conversation. And out of my frustration, I looked over at one of the wives and I said, "Does your husband help you with the kids?" And he stopped her, and the man wouldn't let her answer. And I'm like, well, I want to hear her answer. And he said, you're not going to hear her answer, because if she tells you, yes, he does, then you're going to get anger and strife towards your spouse because you're going to compare him and think that he's not enough. If you look over to the other lady and she tells you, no, he doesn't help, then you are going to get peace about what he doesn't do. And what God showed me was your peace should not come from what somebody else's husband does or doesn't do, or how someone else's house is wired. And this extends far beyond children. God showed me there's a danger in comparison because the way that I set up your house is the way that I ordained for it to be. So you can look at other people and gain their perspective of their families and think that that's the one that I have for yours. But I need you to seek me for my perspective of how your family is set up. Then God brought me back to a vision. He asked me this question. If you can not write, no policing, no nothing, if you can get rid of every career, you could choose one career that you got paid for enough to sustain you, what would that be? And my answer was, God, I would be a mother. I will be a full-time mother because I love parenting. I love being a mom. I love being with my children. I like the school events. I like the playing. I like the planning. I love being a mom. And God said, look at the way that I've structured and set up your life. Even the job that I gave you now, I have made it so that you have the ability to build your house while I build your husband. I look at what God has my husband doing. He's building. He has him doing these meetings, these events, meeting with different people. And I see God moving in his life. And God said, I am building him. And I put you in a position to where he doesn't have to worry about home because I have given him a wife who loves her assignment enough to do it well. Oh my God. So the danger of comparing will put me out of position to see God in my current situation. So God asked me this: would I be a woman who built her house because I stewarded my assignment well? Or will I be a woman that tears down her house because I am living under the sin of comparison?
Whoo, shout out to the content creator, man. I felt that one. I almost shed a tear. I'm being serious. This was just so refreshing to be able to hear. This is what I love. This is a real woman, man. Goodness gracious. Like, whoo. The way that she spoke, man, was just, number one, the accountability. This is a mature woman right here. This is a real wife. To be able to discern and be able to listen to God. Because I'm going to tell you straight up. A lot of women don't care what God has. None God had to say. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. They just don't. They don't care nothing about what he got to say. They just don't. And this ain't me bashing women. I'm just keeping it a buck. But this young lady here, listen. She is in tune. She is in lockstep with God and what he has for her, to be able to give her that discernment of comparison, to be able to allow her to have that vision where she can see herself sitting at a table and being able to have this conversation about, should I have this comparison, yay or nay, and be able to see both sides of it and why that matters for her household, right? And even with that, how she even had the awareness of, wow, God, instead of blaming God to say, well, you ain't give me this and you ain't give me that, she said, hold on. God, thank you that you've created an opportunity for me to be able to attend school meetings, be able to have the structure in my house where I can be there for my kids. And even on top of that, she went even further to say, God gave her the vision to be able to see how God is moving in her husband's life. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like this we don't hear. This is stuff we need more from women. Man, listen. I'm lost for words because it don't make no sense, man, that this is probably one in a million women right here. And I'm sure she's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But this is what you want on your side as a man. This is what you want to come home to. Right? This is a woman who's going to empower you, who's going to help you build, who's going to pour into you. Because she's lockstep with God. Like the yeah, man. This video got me real emotional, man. Because like just to hear this woman speaking like this, just it speaks to me just inside my spirit. Because I know where her mind state is. I know that she really locked in. I know that she praying for her husband every day. I know she praying for her kids. I know she praying to make her household better. I know she's praying for that covenant, that safety over her husband because he's trying to do it. He's trying to build, and she sees the vision. She sees how God's moving with her husband, which internally benefits her. It benefits her. I just don't understand. We need, let me just say this. We need more women like this, man. God dang, we need more women like this. We do. We just need more women like this to be praying for men that they looking to build with, to not be selfish, to be able to see that, hey, just to be, when you know the house is in order, right? And she's learning herself through God on how to be a better wife, and not only that, be a better woman and be a better mother. Because you could tell she dreaming about it, she locked in, she praying. Whoo, man. Listen, shout out to the content creator. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Y'all play this back because to hear those words, if this don't resonate with any woman out there, if this doesn't resonate with any man out there, any couple out there, y'all missing it. Y'all missing it. This was so powerful. And I really, honest to God, appreciate her sharing this message. Shout out to the content creator, man. If y'all got any value, I'm sure y'all did. Hit that like button. Subscribe. And share this video out, man. Because, again, this one here is like, yeah, it's so many gems in this thing, man. So many nuances that you could take away from. Yeah. With that being said, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.